Hello friends, I am Champion Mahipal. Today we are going to learn about exception in Java. Okay, so in Java we have created many classes to handle the exception. But first of all, we should know what is exception. So exception is the unwanted result at the time of execution. Let us suppose you have tell the user to enter two values, and in the backside you are dividing these two values, and the user enter 0 as a divisor. Then what will happen? It will cause exception because there is no proper result for this division, because if we divide any number by the 0, it will give not defined result, so it will cause exception. Okay, so exception come at the runtime. It is the, we can say, it is the unwanted result or unexpected result which we are not expecting from our program. Okay, so to handle the exception we need try catch block. We will learn about this in our next lecture. But for handling the exception, Java has provided us different classes to handle different types of exceptions. So the main class which handles all the exception is exception class. And for the exception class not found, if there is no class and we are executing the program with that name, then it will give class not found exception, file not found exception. If file is not found, then it will give file not found exception. Arithmetic exception, like we want to divide any number by 0, then it will give arithmetic exception. Null pointer exception means the value to any pointer is not given. Okay, IO exception, exception at the time of input or output, is called IO exception. Array index out of bound exception, let us suppose we have created array of 5, size 5, and we are trying to uh, put the sixth element. Then what it will do? It will throw the exception. What type of exception? Array index out of bound, means it is not in the bound of the array. String index out of bound, similar to array index out of bound. Then interrupted exception, if there is any interrupt, then it will give interrupted exception. Then number format related to the numbers, stack overflow exception. These are the some classes which are created or given by the Java to us for handling the exception. Okay, so we will learn about further in our next lecture about the exception. Thank you very much. Hello friends, I am Champion Mahipal. So today we are going to learn about exception with the help of example. So here I have created one class ex, which contains the main function, and in this I have used three variables of integer type. One is I, second is d, which is initialized with 10, and third is r. Okay, then as we know, exception occur at the runtime, so we need to put the statements which may cause exception in the try block. The statements which are expected to cause exception are need to be put in the try block. Okay, now I am using the try, no parenthesis. After this you have to just start the curly braces, and then in the try block I am using loop. In the loop I am initializing value of I with 5 and running the loop till the value of I is greater than -5, and decrementing the value of I in every iteration. Then performing this statement, divide the d by I. I have put these statement in the try block as when d will be divided by 0, when the value of I becomes 0, it will throw exception, and then just writing the value of r. Then after the try block, you have to write the catch block, which will caught the exception. Okay, so it is must to create the catch after the try, otherwise it will show error. You can create multiple catch blocks. Okay, so for creating the catch, you have to just write the keyword catch, and in the parentheses you have to write the name of the class which may caught the exception. Here this will cause arithmetic exception, so I am writing arithmetic exception E. This object will be created of the arithmetic exception when the exception is caused, and it will write exception caught in 1. And after this I am creating another catch. If there may be another error which is not caught by this, will come here. This is exception class, which is the parent class of all the exception. It can catch all the exceptions which can be of other type, and it will write exception caught in 2. This catch block must be written at the end of all the other catch blocks, because it will catch all the exception. If it is written first, then it will catch the exception and handle it, and no other catch block will be checked, because the catch blocks are checked in this sequence. Then in the end, I have just written end of the program in the system.out.println to check whether our program is executing or running or ending properly. Okay, so now we need to compile this to check whether our program is running successfully or not. I have saved this with exception ex.java in the g.java folder. So for compiling this, exception ex.java, it is compiled with no error. For running this, we have to need exception ex. This is the result. What does this result, how this result come? First, for I is equal to 5, 10 divided by 5 gives 2, 4 divided by 5 gives 2.5, in the integer it is 2, then 3 by 10 gives 3.3, which returns, then 10 by 2 which returns 5, then 10 by 1 which returns 10. Then in the 0, exception will be thrown, and it will be caught by the arithmetic exception. Return exception caught in 1, exception caught in 1. Okay, so this shows that our exception is caught in this, and then end of program is written, which shows our program is executed successfully. So this is about the exception. Thank you very much. Hello friends, I am Champion Mahipal. Today we are going to learn about the difference among final, finalize and finally. There is a lot of confusion among us related to the difference among the final keyword, finalize keyword and finally keyword. We mix all these due to their similar naming, but all these three have a very different work. Okay, so today we will learn about the difference among these. First, about the final. Final keyword is used to make any class or method final. If you want to make any class final or any method as a final, then we can use the final keyword before that before that class or that method. Final, if we declare any class as final, then it can't be inherited. Okay, and if we make any method as final, then that method can't be overridden in its derived class. Okay, so this is about the final keyword. Okay, so now we know the use of the final. Now finalize. Finalize is used as a destructor in Java. Okay, so the working of final and finalize is very much different, but due to similar naming we confuse these. At last is finally. Finally is used in the exception handling. Finally is used in the exception handling when we want to declare anything that we want that it should finally be executed if the exception comes or if exception doesn't comes, then we write these statements in the finally block in the exception handling. Okay, so this is about the difference among the final, finalize and finally. Okay, final makes the method in class final, finalize is used as destructor, and finally is used in exception handling. Okay, thank you very much.